Good day there, War Thunder aficionados, YouTubers, and friends. Today I'm going to provide you a War Thunder survival guide. First off, we're going to go over setup. Most important thing you want to cover is reduce Murphy's Law, bring the boom, and go ghillie. Now, reducing Murphy's Law. What is Murphy's Law? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So what can you do to avoid it? Just before you get started in the battle, you can adjust your amount of tank shells that you carry in the battle. As you can see, I have a plus of 55 on this particular tank, and on this one, I do not need the M72 shot, which I prefer the M61 shot. It's got explosive tips. So I'm going to reduce this quantity and increase to about 30. I usually go into battle with 30, so you don't need 18 shots. Why is that important? Because that means less shells for an enemy to hit you with, so you don't go boom as fast. Now, tank shells, BR350 Ava, BR350 Bravo, both explosive tips. Everything else on the right, don't need to research. Don't even bother with spending the time on researching those until last. Get the BR350 Bravo, has the same amount of armor piercing as everything else. The other stuff is really just for point impact placement, so sniping a tank, hitting specific points, and hopefully you get a kill. Next one. You go to the name up at the top. As you can see, I'm going over profile. The title. You don't need a title. No one needs to know that you're a 9-lived pyromaniac Santa's little helper. Okay, so get rid of the title, clear it out. Because it'll increase your visibility and you'll get strafed all the time, like what happens to synthetic. Next up is the Go Ghillie. Now, camouflage.
Nice.
There's nothing wrong with camouflage. Slap it on your tank if you got it. Now you'll see the tight pattern there. You can reduce the ratio of your camouflage pattern, making the spots as big or as small as you want. There's nothing wrong with camouflage. And if anything, it'll strike fear in the heart of the enemy, or awe, whichever you prefer. So, glorious battle, go out there. Or you can slap on a decal like that, which also creates fear. So, for purpose, blending in your environment. Which one has camouflage, you can really tell. Now, which one of these has the correct camouflage, which ones don't? Do not go into battle with white paint. You'll hardly ever get into Finland, which is the other snow battle. And guess what? Camouflage also helps you out. Why? Because it just makes you that much more deadly. And if you just don't happen to have any camouflage, you can go and pick up your own. See, obviously, this guy didn't even see me coming. It worked so good, he didn't even know I was there. So me and Shipman just picked this guy apart. Notice the shot placement. I'll be going over some of those details a little bit later on. However, for now, I'll just go ahead and carry my bush around and no one will ever see me because I'm invisible.
Look at this guy. He's all painted up in some Japanese colors. He doesn't even see where he's going either. I say that as I run into a tree.
And here's a man who's after my very own heart. This guy obviously gets it. What a smart and genius individual here. Obviously a great American. Now, this guy to my left is an example of the complete opposite of things you want to do. Why on earth do you slap a bunch of decals on your tank? Increasing your visibility. And besides, what is a big fail about this guy? Who puts American flag upside down? What a loser. That's garbage. Shot placement. Alright, don't spray and pray, know your enemy and pick them apart. Do your research. Obviously there's some disclaimer here. All results may vary. Now we're going to look at Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, always goes up to Tier 5, but we're going to look at the Tier 2 T-34. Why? Because it's the best tank in War Thunder. Why? Because Gaijin, the company that invented this game or developed it, they are Russian, so they're a little biased towards Russian tanks, obviously. T-34, do your research, look at X-ray mode and see where everything is located. Obviously, your machine gunner, your driver, your gunner, and your loader. So your follow-on shot. Every second shot, I always go for the loader. Why? Because it decreases their reload capability and less they can hit you with. Also look where the fuel tanks were and the ammo racks. one-shot kill. That's what we're after. We want those one-shot kills. So that's where you'll need to hit. You know where your armor is at, you know where your strength is, and you know where the weakness is of your enemies. So obviously the side of the turrets and the side of the tanks. Best place to hit them. Again, do your research, know the enemy tanks. Also hit him with turret drive.
Got him.
Works like a charm. T-34s hit him with turret drive, the driver slot, and follow-up shots for every single tank. Right there in the left of the barrel, hit the loader. Again, right below the turret, right on the side. And in the back, catch him on fire. Decrease mobility. SU-122s hit him right in the driver's hatch. So all 3 crew members behind him. That's where the ammo is. Hit it dead center or in the back, reduce their mobility so they can't turn on you. KV-1s hit it right in the front plate, or right in the bottom right hand or bottom left hand cheeks of the tank turret. And obviously on the side, right below the turret. Them in the ammo and the driver slot. Stug, same thing. All 3 crew members or in the bottom where the ammo is located and transmission. Slow them down. And obviously hit them on the side. Stugs, that little slit in the back, is a really good weak point. Hit that, one-shot kill. That's what we're after. We're after one-shot kills. So again, your follow-up shot, boom, right there in the ammo, and obviously right in the back side of the Stug. And after you saved your buddy's life, make sure you go up to him and give him a good old high five. Right? You know he likes it. And besides, he's probably going to need some repair. Now, martyrs, hit him up high. Hit the gunner side on the right. Hit fire action. Prime example. Now on the right side of the gun barrel is the gunner. That's the side you want to aim for. One-shot kill. For these, hit him in the driver's slot. Always aim for the driver's slot. Need I say more? Panzer 3s and Panzer 4s, all the same. Even the Stugs. And as we saw earlier, Panzer 4 F2, hit him in the side, or hit him in the front. Alright, M10s, hit him in the sides of the front lever, dead center. Obviously, right in the side. It's all the same spot placements. For the M4s, aim at the bottom, or in your driver's slit. The bottom is a good shot. Or hit him right in the side is premium, and hit the left or right front corner at a 45-degree angle, and that is an immediate one-shot kill. Now it's time to get tough. Now we're starting to get into a little bit of the tactical side of things, so keep your front pointed towards the enemy, and always angle your armor. You want to go for the deflective shots. Right there. See, I pointed my front right hand at the enemy. I did not come out perpendicular from the cover. So my tail end of my tank is under cover while my turret and my front end is only protruding. You'll see the count on the left hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how many shots I've taken already that have bounced off my tank. So you'll see the count continue as I rack up some kills, and obviously I got some buddies that I'm playing with, and we're just working these guys over. So the big point of this is I did not turn perpendicular to the enemy. My front right corner is pointed towards them, increasing the chance of a deflective shot. And as you saw earlier, if you see a T-34, I'll go into the tactics in a little bit, kill the T-34 first. If you see a group of tanks, go for the T-34 first, and then pick the rest off. Just a wise thing to do and stay alive. So, that's a great example of keeping angle shot. You see the tank behind me? Exact same thing. At his front right corner, pointed towards the enemy. Always have your tank at a 45-degree angle, but don't expose your side too much. Otherwise, they'll catch your engine on fire.
I told you I wasn't going to save you no
If you enjoyed it, this is Fortis7, signing off.